Well, good day everyone, it's Graham from Great Off-Road Adventures. Welcome back to another video. Now before I sit down, I'm going to get these out of my pocket. This is a quick review, so it's designed not to be too long a video, maybe 10-15 minutes tops. And what I'm going to review in this video is the Deflate tyre deflators. From the tough tracks to the remote tracks, from our campsites to the workshops. Come along and check out Great Off-Road Adventures. Your next episode is just seconds away. Nice. Bit of background for you. These are an Australian-made product. I believe made locally in Perth, but I stand to be corrected on that. But what they are, like I said, they're a tyre deflator. I don't know if they're an adjustable automatic tyre deflator or an automatic adjustable tyre deflator. I think I got them the right way around there. If you remember the old Storms from years back where you adjust them to a pressure beforehand, you put them on the tyre, they let the tyre down to that pressure and they stop. They're sort of like that, but way better because these are adjustable. The way that Jess and I use them ourselves is when we're getting up to the point where we know we need to let the tyres down, I just ask Jess, can you grab the tyre deflators out? Can you set 2 to this pressure and 2 to this pressure? I run offset pressures on my car. I run slightly lower on the front axle, slightly higher on the rear axle. That's because there's a lot of weight on the back end of my car. So yeah. Jess sets 2, let's say, to 18 PSI. She sets the other 2 to 15 PSI. That is traditionally what we'd set them for if we're going onto the beach. And yeah, she'll give me the 2 15s and I'll go and do the front 2 tyres. Jess will go and do the back 2 tyres. We'll wait for them to stop and we'll take them off, put the tyre pressure monitors back on and off we go. Job done. Simple. You don't have to bend down. You don't have to tend to the easy deflator gauge and all that. We have owned these, and I bought these personally myself with my own money. I've got no affiliation with Deflate or Hampton Industries. I bought them out of my own money in the end of March, start of April last year. It's now coming towards the end of February. So we've been using them for 10, 11 months. And we used them exclusively for the whole of the 6-week trip up through the Kimberleys. And that was by far the most experience we got with them, and it was when I became a convert from the easy deflator to the Deflate adjustable automatic deflators. I will be completely honest with you, we have solely only used these. Even though I've kept the easy deflator in the car, I've never found the need to use the easy deflator. Ever since getting these, I haven't used it. So these take longer per tyre than the easy deflator, but because you've got 4 of these deflators, you have all 4 tyres going at the same time. So where you've got to go from one tyre to the next tyre to the next tyre with the easy deflator, you put all 4 of these on, you wait till they're finished, you take them off. That time to do 4 tyres with the easy deflator and 4 tyres with the Deflate adjustable deflators pretty much works out to be comparable, about the same time. These might be a fraction little bit slower, but where these are a little bit slower, they are just so much more convenient in the fact that you just bend down and you put them on, and then you can stand up, walk around, get a soft drink out of the car or a beer or whatever. If you need to put a sand flag on, you can put a sand flag on, you can do all that. Then these finish, you take them off and you put your valve caps on or your tyre pressure monitors and off you go. What I'm going to do, I've done a similar test a few years back. Unfortunately, we can't correlate the data from the old test to this test, and that is because the old test I was running 285 70 17-inch tyres or 32.5-inch tyres. Now I'm running the big ones, the 305 7017s, the 34-inch tyres. So there's considerable amount more air volume in the tyres. So it's not fair to compare data from this test with the test that I did 4 or 5 years ago. So I run these tyres at 40 PSI front, 45 PSI back. What I'm going to do is set 2 of these at 20 PSI, 2 of them at 25 PSI. So we're going to let 20 PSI out of each one of the tyres. What I'll then do is reinflate them all back up to road pressure. I'll get the easy deflator out and I will let one tyre down by 20 PSI with the easy deflator. And from there, I will multiply that result by 4. I'll add on a little bit of time to move from one tyre to the next tyre to the next tyre, and I will see how the results come out. So the way that I'm going to do this test is I'll start the stopwatch here. I've got 2 in my right hand set to 20, 2 in my left hand set to 25. I will work my way around the car putting them on. I'll come back here, twiddle my thumbs for a minute or 2. As soon as they start finishing, I'll work my way around, take them off, come back here, stop the timer, and we'll see how long it takes to do 4 tyres with the Deflate tyre deflators. Let's start the timer. Righto, so that is now all 4 Deflate tyre deflators on, and we'll see how they go. We are a minute in. It took about a minute to go all the way around, take off the 4 tyre pressure monitors and chuck the Deflate tyre deflators on. This logically will be the first one to finish. That being said, because there's offset pressures front to rear, the ones in the rear might take a little bit longer. So the only thing is, still not a complaint. I was going to say the only thing is you don't know where you're at in terms of your deflation, but 10 months, 11 months of use, I know they cut out when they get to the pressure they're at. Well, there you go. The first one's just stopped there. Let me go to my stopwatch. 3 minutes 30. That's 20 PSI. Play for keeps. Put the valve cap back on, of course, even though I've got to air them back up. Front left. And come back, there we go. And now the front left is finished too. So take front left, or front right's finished. Anyone would think I was stupid. Righto, all of them are finished. All 4 are in my pocket. There. If we stop it, we stopped it at 4:58. 4:58 and 37 seconds. Near enough, call it, I reckon, might as well just call it 5 minutes flat to let down all the tyres. How's that going to go compared to the easy deflator? I'm not sure. I reckon the easy deflator is going to be quicker. But we're going to talk maybe like 10, 15, even 30 seconds quicker. It's still way more convenient to use these. Anyway, let's get some air back in the tyre to let it down again and see how it goes. Well, there you go, 20.5. That's what I let the tyre down to. So I would say the Deflate tyre deflators, it's just flicking between 20 and 20.5. I'd say that, yeah, pretty accurate. Back up to 40. Won't cheat it, was 39.5. 40. All right, well, I have pumped this tyre back up to 40 PSI and it's time to use the ARB Easy Deflator to see how long it takes. So get the old stopwatch out again. Now this is going to be substantially quicker because it's one tyre, but obviously we do need to multiply it and add it up to be the 4 tyres. So I'll do those maths and I'll let you know what that works out to be. So starting now. Like for like test, got to take the tyre pressure monitor or valve cap off first. There's no shortcutting here. Just likewise with the Deflate tyre deflators, there was no shortcutting at the end. I walked around and put all the valve caps back on, or tyre pressure monitors back on. That is 20 exactly. And again, no cheating. Got to put the valve back in. Put the valve cap back on, and I'm going to walk to the next tyre to simulate, you know, going to the next tyre. And I'll walk back and I'll stop it. That'll include the time it takes to walk around the car. Right, that's 1 minute 26 seconds to do that. Righto, seen, everyone's seen. So 1 minute 26, times that by 4, but I need to do the conversion first. So that will be 96 seconds, sorry, 86 seconds. It would be 5 3/4 minutes or 5 minutes and 45 seconds to use the Easy Deflator to go all the way around. That actually really surprises me because the Deflate tyre deflators are quicker than the Easy Deflator. We had 4 minutes 58 seconds versus something well over 5 minutes. There you go. I'm actually quite surprised because I honestly thought this was going to be quicker, but what it gained in speed, it lost in convenience. Anyway, testing complete. I'm going to resume my seated position and finalise my thoughts and think about what happened. Okay, let's wrap up the Deflate tyre deflators. I've really been struggling with this because I'm still blown away that these were quicker than the Easy Deflator. And all the testing I'd done before the Easy Deflator had been quicker. So yeah, I'm still confused. But anyway, it's a good thing, right? These are quicker, they're easy to use, they're more compact. They just win in every category. The only thing they don't win at is the price. At the time that I bought these nearly a year ago, they were $140. There are cheaper alternatives that are similar to this from other companies. So if 140 is too expensive for you, but you like the idea of the adjustable automatic tyre deflators, have a look around and go and find those other products. But yeah, Deflate tyre deflators, just an all-out win for me. Aussie made, was able to go in, buy them in person days before I had to leave for up north. Reason why I bought these, because I was very happy with the Easy Deflator before owning these, was we were coming up to a variety four-wheel drive event and I didn't want to be stuck tending to my tyres, letting them down with the Easy Deflator, whilst participants on the event were doing their tyre deflation. I wanted to be able to go and film them. Jess wanted to be able to photograph them, so we wanted a hands-free solution. And you couldn't get more hands-free than these. And the fact that they were adjustable was the icing on the cake and the real catalyst for me buying them. Because, you know, I've used Storms in the past, didn't like them because they weren't adjustable, but they were hands-free, so it was that trade-off. When I found these, they answered all my problems with the Storms. It was a no-brainer. We then used them exclusively for the 5 weeks leading up to the Variety 4 Drive event. And yeah, since then we've now owned them for 10 months, and it is exclusively what I use. Yeah, happy days. Anyway, it's meant to be a quick review. I don't think it's been particularly quick. Sorry about that. So without any further ado, let's wrap it up. If you found the video useful, if you found it helpful, I want you to go down and hit the like button. If you're still watching and you haven't subscribed, I want you to go and hit the subscribe button. And if you have any questions or you want to share your thoughts on Tyre deflators, perhaps what you use, maybe you use something similar to this, leave them in the comment section below. Share this video with your wife's, partners, husbands, boyfriends, girlfriends, significant others. Maybe they like the look of it and it's a potential gift idea. Anyway, happy, safe adventuring. Stay safe on the tracks and trails. If we don't see you out there one day, we'll see you in the next video. Cheers.